Hello, one person that's watching. Thanks for dropping by. Boom, 160 turn 2. It looks like our opponent's playing some sort of Evolutions Umbreon deck. This should be an easy win for us, because we can just one-shot everything. Unfortunately, they do get off the Dark Call. And now we're kind of at a stale point. We can't really do anything other than just wait. And they pull off the Lysander, knock out Galvantula, 30 on the Xerneas, set up a knockout. Now we can Shaman. We do get the Skyfield, that would have been helpful a turn ago. It's fine. Now we get a Sycamore. We can play this Ultra Ball, discard the Seekers, unfortunately, and try to get some more Pokemon down. Since we do now have the Xerneas with a Fighting Fury Belt, we can stall more turns. So I think I'll just keep that there. Put down Joltik. We do get the Super Rod. This means that we can get the Hoopa back and start dealing more damage. But unfortunately, the game is kind of broken for some reason. I guess we can't play the Super Rod. I'm sorry, opponent. We can just try playing it next turn. It won't make much of a difference. Unless my opponent plays Delinquent. My opponent does get another KO on my Joltik. I should have thought of that before. I'm going to put... I think I'm going to put the Fairy Energy in. We do draw into the Hoopa. It's not that useful right now. Can get this down. Touch to active. See if we can get this on the bench. Unfortunately, we missed it, but that's fine. We can Rainbow Force. Not quite a knockout yet. You have to discard. Probably just discard the Shaman. We do play 2, which means that we should probably be able to get one. Also, we can afford to discard the second Xerneas. I think we might lose this game unless my opponent doesn't set up that benched Umbreon. We are still living, so this is a favorable, and my opponent just concedes. I guess it doesn't really matter. We take this game, and my one viewer, do you have any suggestion for a deck that I should play? I think I'll play Pidgeot. A lot of people really don't think Pidgeot's good, but I think it's a solid tier 2 deck, at least. do start with 2 Pidgeots. This is ideal. All we need is a draw supporter instead of that shrine, and this would almost be the best hand you can get. You get a nest ball. It's not particularly useful right now, but I think I'll just get this Garbodor down because my opponent is playing some sort of ability-based deck. I will put this on the bench just to do mind games with my opponent so they think that they're going to be attacking a front one and I don't have an energy to support it, but really I have the one in hand. Well, it's kind of difficult to see what my opponent's playing. I think it's some sort of Mega Tyranitar or Umbreon variant again. Perhaps Espeon. I can't tell quite yet. We do draw into an N. My opponent can use Hyperspace Punch to put 20 damage on both of my benched Pokemon. Doesn't really affect me. I don't really care. We do draw into a Birch. I think I'll play the Birch. Do get Tails, unfortunately. We do draw into the Trubbish. Very useful. And we at least have the end for next turn, so I think I'll retreat into my benched Pidgeot and Mirror Move for 20. Sorry for that. My opponent does play Kukui. I'm not sure how I feel about that play. If he's going to attack with Hoopa, it doesn't affect it, and if he retreats into the Espeon, he'll need to get a Float Stone or something. My opponent plays a Bursting Balloon, also a slight misplay. I'd probably put it on the Espeon just to defend it in case I get Mega Lysander, which I most likely won't get. Do draw into the Spirit Link, very helpful. I can put this down, bench this Pidgeot, and then play Nest Ball. Put a Pidgeot down, and then I can play the Puzzle just to draw into something. I think I'll leave this Pidgeot in the active. Yep. I think I'll leave this Pidgeot in the active. My opponent plays Kukui again. Catches another Bursting Balloon. I'm not sure what to do in this spot. I think I'll just attach to the benched Pidgeot versus Seeker. Grab a Birch. My opponent seems to be dead drawing, seeing how he only plays Kukui. And Tails again. Birch isn't really paying off here. I think I'll use this Ultra Ball. Discard the Psychic Energy and the Fighting Fury Belt. Grab a Mega Pidgeot. Mega Evolve and end her turn. My opponent has a dilemma now. He can't knock out my Pidgeot before I retreat and Mega Turbo. And since my Pidgeot has free retreat, I can do that easily and safely. I draw into an Ultra Ball, not really helpful right now. I can Mega Turbo. Treat and take a knockout on this Hoopa. Take a prize, and we do get an end. That's very helpful. Hopefully we can draw Max Potion Energy if we get damaged enough. Drawn to VS Seeker. I think I'll go ahead and play the end. And then we draw into nothing. This hand would be perfect if we had Max Potion. I think I'll just retreat into this Pidgeot and leave it there. We haven't discarded any of our 4 Max Potions. Odd how we haven't drawn into them. I know a lot of people think Birch is really bad, but in Pidgeot it's actually preferred over Sycamore. So I play 3 Birch and 1 Sycamore. My opponent's using Divide GX. They will take a knockout on our bench Pidgeot most likely. Probably do some damage to our Garbodor or damaged Pidgeot. Hopefully I can draw into a puzzle of time here so I can get back. That way I could get back a Mega Turbo and an Ultra Ball. Or not the Ultra Ball, we don't need it. We do get that Max Potion, that's so clutch. We can Max Potion our benched Pidgeot. Ultra Ball away our junk. Grab the Mega Evolve using the Spirit Link. Sycamore. We do need the second Mega Turbo with this hand. We do miss it, unfortunately. I think I'll go into that Mega Turbo. Retreat. And I'll actually put the energy on just in case he doesn't want to attack that way. I'll use the max potion so this isn't an easy target. Maybe a misplay, I don't know. My opponent plays an elixir, fails it. My opponent's kind of at a stalemate. If they use Psychic, then they hit me for more damage, but I hit them for the same damage back, and I potentially have a max potion in hand. They're 3-hit KOing me, but I'm 2-hit KOing them. They are powering up that Wobbuffet on the bench. That's probably going to help them with the sweep. The Wobbuffet's extra 10 damage from Psychic Assault makes it so he does 110. So then when he does 90, it's still not a KO actually. He needs a Fury Belt. My opponent plays Psychic, hitting me for 110 with the Kukui. I think I'll discard Birch and Ultra Ball. I'll actually grab a Shaman, discard it with Sycamore, just so I don't draw into it. I need a max potion. Oh, whoops. We do get the max potion, and we do get the energy. Now I can mirror move. And this is pretty much game. I don't see what my opponent can really do here. They can use Psybeam, hope to confuse me. Then all I have to do is try to dig for a DC, knock him out with Mach Cyclone. Does go with the Psybeam. Get a PTCGO Spirit Link, not helpful. So I think here I'll play an N. Put my opponent's hands down. Hopefully we draw into an energy. No, we miss it. If we get this Trainer's Mail into a Puzzle of Time, then we can pull off the Puzzle of Time combo. And yes, we do hit it. Great. We can do 2 Puzzle of Times. Get the DC back. And I think I'll actually get the Mega Pidgeot back too for this Pidgeot. Can retreat. Discard the DC, unfortunately. Mach Cyclone. Or actually, we can just feather dance, set up a knockout on the bench. My opponent does put down more Espeons. They still can't take a no KO. I am close to decking out, but since it's a bunch of 2-hit KOs and I have Lysander available to me for this Wobbuffet in the active spot, I think I can win this game. I can also promote the Garbodor to force a turn where I can Mega Evolve one of the things on my bench. You have one versus Seeker back in deck. My opponent plays, unfortunately he plays the Bursting Balloon. I think this is the turn where I have to use the Shrine. Try to Trainer's Mail for a Lysander if we don't... Nope, we do get it. Should have played that first so we could max potion. I can just show off. I'll play that down. And then the game pretty much depends on this turn. If he does get a Lysander knockout, he'll probably win the game, but if he doesn't, I'll probably win the game. You do have to draw into both the energy in a deck 2 turns in a row. Otherwise, it's kind of a disaster. We could also get the Turbo, but then we'd also need the DCE. I'm not sure what my opponent's going to do. I'm not sure if he has the Lysander or not. I don't think he does. He does play an N. This could actually help me get the Seeker, DC, Turbo energies. We do get an energy, that's really helpful. But he does have a enhanced hammer. I think that might ruin our game. Not much I can really do here. I can try to trap this in the active with acid spray. If we can get rid of the energy on the other Espeons, we can win the game. But that's only if my opponent doesn't draw into the energy. I think he can get it easily. Yeah, we lose this game. We can move on to the next match now. I think I'll do one more match and then end the stream. Let's go with Gyarados. We missed the basic. We do play Talonflame in this version. I don't own a Meowstic online. Do get the Talonflame. All we need for this hand to be good is a draw supporter and a secret base. You get the secret base, that's great. Looks like my opponent's playing something with Vileplume, that's not very good. You get the Burst Balloon. And the Sycamore. Unfortunately, we have to discard 2 puzzles turn 1. But since my opponent's playing Item Lock, that's fine. I can discard these Seekers because I'm just going to get locked anyways. Try to get a few more Carps down. And I think I'll just... Depends on what I've discarded. I'll just discard the Buddy Buddy because we're going to get locked. Grab the Burst Balloon. Play Puzzle of Time. And I think I'll get the Dive Ball. Just so we can shuffle if we do fail. It's not looking too good for us. I should play the Versus Seeker. Grab Professor Sycamore and pass the turn. My opponent gets the Float Stone down, going to Train's Mail. Probably going to get a Gloom off this Ultra Ball. For a Shaman, they're probably dead drawing. Did discard 2 supporters. Maybe his hand's full of them. Plays down the Grass Energy. It looks like Decidueye Plume. Does take the 20 damage on the Shaman, helpful, which is helpful. Plays N. I didn't exactly mind the N, But if I get items, I would have preferred the Kukui and the Sycamore. And this isn't really what we're looking for. And we don't get item locked. That's surprising. I can play the dive ball. I think I'll just get a carp. Put a Gyarados down. Acrobike. For an Acrobike. And then Acrobike. For Sycamore. Can play repeat ball. See what's in deck. We do have 3 double colorless energy prized. I think I'll just have to get the Talonflame, try to thin out this as much as possible. Unfortunately, I have to discard that special charge. Hopefully I can grab 2 DCs off top of my deck. You missed the DC. Play a level ball. You don't even have another puzzle in deck. You can play the other's Trainer's Mail, try to thin out some more cards. We can get Kukui versus Seeker. I think I'll grab Lysander. Play puzzle. Whiff. And we can't really do much. We can just pass. Unfortunately, we do prize the 3 double colorless. I should have looked at that initially. This game's pretty much dead. My opponent knocks out a Magikarp. I can't even get that back. I think we just give up on this game. I'll play one more just because that last game wasn't good at all. I'll play a fun deck. Deblade. Victini's getting reprinted in the next step. Sun and Moon Guardians Rising. So is Jirachi and Mewtwo fused into the same card. It's really disgustingly overpowered. We win the coin flip. We will go first here. And we start with Honedge. I actually quite like this deck. I've won with it a lot of times. I think I'll grab the Metal Energy, play Sycamore. We have to get another Honedge down. He might have elixirs. Yep, we get another Honedge. Spinarch. Can Super Rod. Get the Doublade and the Metal back. And I think I'll keep it like this just in case my opponent does play Delinquent. I do play the special charge, so it's not that bad if my opponent does delinquent me. Nope, my opponent just plays Zen. That's a lot of level balls. At least we get the VS Seeker, so if he takes a knockout on the active, then we can teammates, or if he doesn't, then we can just Sycamore. And my opponent just passes. I do play the metals for the metal sound effect. I'll get this down. Bench Honage. And then with this level ball, we can get a Dibblade and start wrecking things. I think I'd rather play aggressively and try to get it down a DC instead of sitting on that hand. You got the special charge. I think I'll hold that. Play the special charge, put an energy in deck. And then I'll parallel myself, make him do less damage to me. Maybe not the best idea. Poison's Nest. Flipheads in this game is pretty much solid for us. We win. And we flip heads, knockout on an EX. This is great. Life is good. And my opponent just plays energy and passes. Heads we win, tails we lose. And I almost misplay and don't poison him. I think I'll just go ahead and false swipe. Probably get tails. Yeah, tails. Next turn we can play the Sycamore. Does get a knockout. Opponent gets poisoned. Play down the Silent Lab, sorry. Put down the the Floatstone on the Ariados. Sycamore. I need to draw into the DC here. You miss it, but I can still level ball for things. Bench the Jirachi. Acrobike. Get a puzzle. If we get another puzzle. No, we don't. I think we'll get the teammates. And pass the turn. I can play the Doublade down. Teammates. Grab a DC. I think I'll just grab 2 DCs, honestly. Retreat. False swipe. Tails. We can try to false swipe again. Heads. And we win the game. I'll turn off the comments. Get 25 coins. I think I'll play one more match and then open a few packs. I could play Legacy. Vileplume Superior? Or Snorlax? A lot of them are shiny. No, I'm streaming. If you reboot it, you'll lose my stream. Sorry for that. You start with the Shaman, unfortunately. At least my opponent mulligans. You had a Revitalizer. Not the most helpful thing. You can get an Auto-Shout. Acrobike. Get the Oddish, discard the Vileplume. Discard both of them. Grab a Shaman. Put an energy on the Shaman and set up for 3. Still no forest. can discard those 2 energy. We don't play that many energy. 3 left. We can play the N, hope to draw into the Revitalizer again. We do get the Revitalizer again. So we can Forest. Acrobike. Get Sycamore. Level Ball for Servine. Can evolve into Superior, Revitalizer, and evolve into Vileplume. Try to paralyze, and we do paralyze the Yveltal. Play Revitalizer. Grab Gloom, grab Vileplume, and my opponent just concedes. We win the game. So we're going to open some packs now. I have way too many because I haven't posted a video in 3 weeks. I think I'll open 3 Roaring Skies, hopefully pull another Shaman. Get a Trainer's Mill, Skyfield, and a Hydreigon, first pack luck. Now I have a thumbnail for something. Get another Skyfield, open up another pack, get a Dragonite. It's decent. Last Roaring Skies pack that I'll open here. Another Trainer's Mail. And just a Hollow Absol. Open up Primal Clash. And then I'll do a Steam Siege to end things off. Get an Azumarill. Open. Get a Volcanion, that's a legendary Pokemon. It's useful. I think I'll end the video off here. Thanks for watching the stream, and I'll see you next video.